The University Navstar Consortium was founded in 1984 at the University of Colorado Boulder as a University GPS Consortium, responding to the challenge of applying GPS technology to the geosciences in a shared and cost-effective manner. In 2014, at a workshop celebrating 3 decades, UNAVCO interviewed geoscientists about the advances of the facility, community, and geodesy.
UNAVCO has been ubiquitous in everything that has happened with GPS. I think one of the first things that I remember and that really impressed me was the fact that we could see plate velocities from GPS.
30 years later, UNAVCO is an incorporated, nonprofit, university-governed consortium that facilitates geoscience research and education using geodesy. Long before the system was fully operational, geoscientists realized that they could use the satellite signals to measure precise positions and thus better understand Earth's processes. In 1985, UNAVCO acquired 3 GPS receivers from Texas Instruments called TI-4100s. These instruments and many others enabled early research campaigns in California, Iceland, the Caribbean, and the Aegean, using the partially complete GPS constellation.
When I was an undergraduate student, we were lugging huge transit Doppler satellite receivers out into the field in Antarctica. And then as a graduate student, we first had these very large TI-4100 boxes that were 70 and 90 pounds apiece for the antenna and the receiver. Now I sit in my office and the data come to me from all over the world.
When GPS was first devised, it was for the military. Then it became a civilian application and a high-precision geophysical application.
In 1995, GPS Constellation became fully operational and UNAVCO made a major purchase of GPS equipment to support the explosion of geodesy by an expanding research community.
Geodesy has changed so much over the last 30 years, it's unbelievable. We might have started off with a handful of maybe 3 receivers that were being shared by everybody. And now I am personally processing data from over 12,000 stations every day around the world. And the growth is exponential.
In 2003, UNAVCO began building the Plate Boundary Observatory, or PBO, located primarily in the western U.S. PBO formed a world-class geodetic platform for geoscience research and broader impacts.
UNAVCO has installed 76 borehole streameters as part of the EarthScope Plate Boundary Observatory program. The first instruments were installed in June 2005, and we installed our most recent one just a few months ago in Yellowstone.
By 2013, the consortium consisted of more than 100 U.S. universities and more than 95 international associates.
We've spent a lot of time recently trying to figure out how to best exploit GPS, INSAR, optical data to help prepare for, assess, and recover from large natural disasters, earthquakes, volcanoes, and floods.
UNAVCO, the facility, as well as UNAVCO, the community, really were instrumental in developing GPS to what it is today.
The facility maintained more than 1,200 permanent geodetic sites in the U.S., Caribbean, Central and South America, Africa, Greenland and Antarctica, and hundreds of instruments were available for temporary geodetic sites.
It has been able to keep the academic community at the cutting edge of GPS technology.
Federating resources together so that we can share across national boundaries, because the geophysical problems extend beyond simple national boundaries.
UNAVCO and the community continue to try to keep pace with the expanding uses of geodetic tools for research and development.
There's a lot of science to be done just in how do we measure things better. How do we understand what it is we measure when we go out with a radar, a laser, or a GPS, or whatever.
All the cool things that the community is doing in terms of looking at atmospheric processes and hydrologic processes, cryospheric processes. I think over just the last decade, the expansion of GPS geodesy across the whole Earth science spectrum is really exciting, and I think that's going to take us to all new places.
It's not this ancient, slow, creepy, crawly business. It's happening under our feet, and we can see it and we can measure it, and exciting, dramatic things are happening all the time.
I can't imagine a world without UNAVCO.